Vi snakker jo på engelsk.
Ja. I know.
Hi, I'm Mille from Palsgaard Kunstauktioner, and today I am joined by one of our talented valuation experts. Welcome, Philip.
Thank you, Mille. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and happy birthday also.
Yes,
I would like to say.
Don't talk about it.
How old are you turning? How young?
Nice weather today.
We will jump on to my first question. There might be some people out there who are wondering what a valuation expert is and what you do on a daily basis. So would you like to explain that?
Yeah. Well, here it's my job to ensure that we have something to sell at auction, and of course that it has the right price tag. And we have private people coming in the door with lots of stuff they want to have a valuation on, and it can be like, porcelain, silver, a lamp, maybe they have some photos on a mobile phone. And I talk to them a little bit about their expectations, and some people of course have very high expectations.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to put a needle in the balloon and they get really sad.
Yeah.
And sometimes even they can get angry at me because I sort of take their illusions from them.
Yeah.
But I try to do it in a soft and gentle way.
I'm sure.
Not to disappoint people too sad. And other people, they are, so happy when I say this is worth a lot of money.
Of course.
And then we have, of course, we have a lot of salespeople coming also, dealers.
Yeah.
Who come every day.
Yeah.
Then we have online service where people can also post a photo and ask if what's the value and is it something we can sell. Sometimes I'm out of the house and also in private homes to value stuff. And then when we have the things here, when we have it in the house, I have to describe it. We have to investigate a lot sometimes also.
Yeah.
Sometimes we also have to watch out for fakes, and after that it goes to photo shoot, and then it can be published on our website.
So there is a lot of work actually.
I think so, yeah. But it's interesting because every day it's like a treasure hunt because you don't know what's coming in.
Nah. How do you spot a fake? That's something I wonder sometimes.
I mean, if it's watches and maybe like expensive ladies' bags, it's easy for me to see it now. Yeah. But you have to be very careful all the time. But you can see it on the quality. There's small details you have to look out for, sort of serial numbers, date numbers, codes. And also there's a little bit about how heavy are they. Sometimes the quality can sometimes reflect on that also. Okay.
Can you remember any unusual or weird item that you have sold before?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult because I've sold so many things throughout the years. But I think if I can remember, we once sold almost half a stuffed giraffe. Yeah. And as you know, it's quite a tall animal. And the buyer, he took this, it was the head and the neck, which was really long and big. Yeah. It's a very big animal. And he put it out in the back of his car. And of course, he couldn't close the car. And he drove off with the car with this half giraffe sticking out of the car. It looked really funny.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was quite a spectacular look.
Yeah.
Going down the road with half a giraffe.
I imagine some people have been looking extra.
I think so. Yeah.
How many years have you worked in this field actually?
I've been in the auction house for almost 15 years now.
Okay.
Nice. Before that, I'm educated in graphic design and advertising actually.
Yeah, nice.
And then suddenly, after quite some years, I went very tired of this. I had to reinvent my life a little bit. Yeah. And I've always been interested in old stuff and antiques and art. So I opened my own shop.
Nice.
I had for a few years, and after that I went into the auction business.
Okay.
So that was sort of a natural development. Yeah. And I think I've always been very a visual kind of person. Yeah. My father was in the furniture business, and they had a lot of modern design, but also a lot of old stuff. Yeah. And then my grandparents, they lived in a big old apartment with lots of old furniture. And I also had some other elderly family members living in big old houses, stuffed with lots of stuff. And when I visit them, I find it so interesting with all these things on the walls and the furniture and details. When I grew up, I sort of always had this interest, and I started to go to flea markets, and of course I started also collecting in my early teens. I started to collect old postcards, which interested me a lot. I found some tin boxes at my grandmother's house, and suddenly I started to collect tin boxes also. Okay. I also began to go to auction reviews a bit later in my youth. Yeah. And you learned a lot sort of looking at all this kind of different kind of furniture styles, 17th century, 18th century, 19th century. And again, I bought a lot of books at the library, and I always had this interest. It's also very refreshing because when I started here at Palsgaard, there's a quite younger crowd, and also the buyers today, they have the taste has changed a lot. Yeah. And I find it interesting and very refreshing also for me. Yeah. Because I have to see things in a little bit different perspective than the traditional auction classes. Yeah.
What are current trends that you are seeing in the market right now, and how is it influencing valuation also? I mean,
trends come and go, and of course sometimes you have to take advantage of a trend. And I think right now it has been like this for quite some years, because from the 1930s, 40s and up to now is sort of the trend. Yeah. The trend furniture is sort of big chairs with sort of soft shapes. And also wood, pine tree is very much in demand right now. Also a lot of sort of very weird looking lamps from the 60s and 70s. I mean, the 60s and 70s I think are the most popular periods right now. Yeah. And it can be quite eccentric, and some of it I think is outright ugly. And sometimes when I bring the stuff into photo, I tell them, have you seen anything this ugly? And they say, oh,
I love the 70s.
Yeah, and like you, Mille, they say, oh, I love it, it's fantastic. And I'm like, oh my God. But it's
each to your own.
Yeah, and the taste now is, if that's what sells and gives good knockdowns, that's what we're selling. Yeah, of course. The good thing is today, I think that auction is for everyone. Yeah. Before it was like more for the sort of privileged people who bought very expensive stuff. Yeah. Today you can sell also, of course, high-end, very expensive stuff, but you can also send a lot of quirky, interesting things.
I would like to know what your personal favorite of style of decade is.
There's a personal answer to that question, and that's quite traditional. Yeah. I like a sort of layered style with, I love the old sort of English country house style. I live in the country, and I live in a country house.
And an amazing house.
And it's, I love this layered style where you have old stuff mixed from different periods. Yeah. But I have a very strong taste about what I like and dislike. But of course, if I look with my glasses here, at if it's saleable at auction, I look at quality, craftsmanship. There's some really, really fine stuff also from the 60s, from these modern architects and some of their designs. I don't have it at home because I don't think it fits in my house, but I like some stuff from the 70s also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I also actually love a lot of different kinds of styles, but it's a mix and the way you put it together at my home.
And you can love a lot of different stuff, but that doesn't mean you personally want to have it.
Precisely. But of course I also look if it's saleable.
Yeah, of course. I noticed that right now you are doing a lot of valuation on paintings right now. Yeah. Do you have like special expertise in paintings?
I've always just been interested in art. Okay. And paintings and both old art and modern art. So normally that very often ends up in my sort of area. Yeah. But I also find it interesting. I like it a lot. Yeah. Okay. And it's again there's also, of course, some kind of styles I really like, and also some abstract and more modern stuff. I sometimes find it a bit strange. Yeah. And sometimes when you see a canvas, a huge canvas, and it's all blue, and it can cost 200 millions, sometimes I get a little bit surprised. Yeah. But I wouldn't mind if we had one in here. So,
I can also be a bit confused about modern art sometimes.
Yeah. Modern art, it's a bit strange because what is good art? It's a long discussion. Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of people painting in their spare time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sell it at auction.
I once went to a museum where there was a potato with hair in it.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. You can also, some of this installation art can be really weird.
Yeah.
I worked once at a place called Green Square,
Yeah.
and there was an art gallery there, and there was also an installation with a lot of strange stuff thrown on the floor.
Okay.
And then we came Monday, and it was all gone.
No.
And the gallery owner, he was like in shock. Where was all this artwork?
Yeah.
And then the cleaners had removed it because they thought it was all rubbish, but it was part of an installation. But
That is art. It can be everything.
yeah, so
Oh no.
that's it for modern art. Yeah,
Okay, I think we should end it on that.
yeah,
No, we love all art.
we
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Philip.
Thank you, Mille, for having me.
Of course.
See you later.